listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it light. It's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
The only way is up, Marla. We need to get 100 episodes, but it's episode 92. I need to work on that, don't I?
Well, but what is it, episode 92?
92, yeah.
Well, we still got 8 more episodes to go, Ted, until you can do your 100.
100! And that means I get to penetrate 100 virgin. No, that's the wrong faith, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's right. You were not allowed to talk about faith anyway this week, because after last week, you know, the lads that look after Jesus and that, them lads that cut around, they're always got kids with them, and they wear big black cloaks and that.
Oh, the priests and the vicars and that.
That's the one. And they swing that smelly stuff all over, which at first, you think it's going to be class. Like they're getting everyone high on a bit of a bong, but it's not. It's just like a bit of incense and they're chucking it everywhere. Them lads come over to see us the other day and they were furious, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, do you know what? They need to get themselves a sense of humour, you know what I mean? Because, if God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost and Mary does exist, they're probably having a good laugh, you know what I mean? Going, look at Malin and Ted there.
Yeah, I explained it to me. They said, you can't be saying that about God. You can't be saying that about Jesus and, being blasphemous. I said, yeah, but, that lad, he said, right, because I've read them books, you know, Ted, and he said, he's have free will, and he wants us to say it because if he wouldn't have, he's the creator of everything, he wouldn't have told us to say it, would he? Do you know what I mean? Get out with that one. And the priest went, you've got a point there, Mala. And then we had a couple of cans of skull.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe a word he says, right? You know what I mean? He told that disabled lad he could walk, didn't he? And he just fell down a hole.
Well, that was Father McGinley. He's not Christ, is he? He just.
Oh, was that what it was? Get up and walk, young child.
Yeah, well,
April Fools.
That was because he wanted his wheelchair because he was pissed again. So he was like, "Here, move." Yeah, that was funny. That man, I saw that. It wasn't funny on the lad, the disabled lad. But to be fair, Ted, he wasn't disabled, was he? He was just doing a little thing so he could get more social, which we found out.
I mean, we found out because, there weren't calipers on his legs, there were Sondico shin pads.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just fucking flew into him, didn't I? Tackled him, wiped him out, little shit. You know what I mean? Shin pad Sherry, we called him.
Well,
yeah. Hey, do you think that's why, because we've been quite blasphemous, right? Do you think that's why God's fucking around with the weather at the minute? You know what I mean?
don't. Yeah, well, I don't be kicking off because everybody else is kicking up, aren't they? Have you noticed that, Ted?
Right. I'm friends on Facebook with an absolute load of Doyles, right? And all I see is, what's going on with the weather? 1 minute it's 200 degrees, next minute it's minus 12. Exaggerations, obviously, but it's not.
No, right, yeah, we are Teesside, aren't we? And we are proud. But yes, this is what these lads and lasses do in Teesside. They just belt on about anything, don't they? It's I'm sick of being stuck in the house. Oh, wait, fucking hell, it's raining, it's snowing. Oh, it's shit. Oh, don't like this. Yeah, it's snowing in April. It snowed in April loads of times, you belters. Behave yourselves. We don't live on the Algarve.
They're not understanding either that the seasons are changing due to all of the global warmings. All of the Range Rovers they're driving around in is causing the seasons to shift. And you'll notice April showers, we tend to get more rain in March now. And we tend to have a warmer beginning of winter in sort of October, November time. We don't really get the cold until later. And then the summer tends to be we don't get our best summer till normally end of August, September. That's what's happening.
This is going to be class though, Ted, because that means Christmas will get earlier and it'll be mint.
Well, technically, it'll be later.
Well, no, because if the seasons are shifting, it'll be in summer, won't it, soon? It'll be class. You know what I mean? Having Christmas barbecues and that, when we're in thingy. And then when
Australia.
It's dead hot, listen, right? Because when it's dead hot, right, what always happens when you go abroad? Oh, they have a heat wave in England and everyone goes, oh, well, it was boiling there while you were away. Doubt it, it'll be snowing in August. And that's when we're away, so class.
I thought that was a direct question at me then. I was just going to say I normally shit myself. A bit diarrhea, when I'm having that sort of paella and stuff. Doesn't very good for me, what I mean?
It just makes sense, doesn't it? Because then, right, while you've got loads of time off over Christmas and there's loads of class footy on, isn't there?
Yeah.
We can all be there at the Borough match with our tops off and that because it'll be belt boiling.
Oh.
And sat outside in beer gardens because it's Christmas and it's class. Then when you're going on your summer holidays, it'll be snowing in England, but it'll be all right because we'll be on the Costa del Sol where it'll be nice.
It's a good point, that, Mala. I like that methodology. It's good. Yeah, we'll have to remember that. Did you see that, like, the Teesside Live, the news publication, that they did something about, you go for your first pint, when the pub's open on Monday. So you listen to this podcast, the pubs will have opened, a couple of days ago because this goes out on a Wednesday, but we're recording this on a Sunday, just so you've got an idea of the timelines we're dealing with. And yeah, so, they're kicking on. And you were telling me that people were going, I'm not going out until everyone's had the jab. Oh, it's fucking freezing. And they're moaning like mad. They're stuck in the house and they want to have a pint.
Well, that's what I mean. They're just like whinging, like, I'm not going out until everyone's had a jab. Well, you're right. I tell you what, the way Teesside drinks, if you leave your house at about 12:20 on Monday afternoon, most people will have had a jab by then because they'll have had too much to drink and they'll be battling.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they should be doing, you know what I mean? But now everybody's like, I'm sick of the whinging. The whinge about everything.
I
don't like, I'm sick of being a fat knacker, right? And then in the next vein, I can't wait to start this Parmo.
It's true, it's true. They just moan like mad about everything, you know what I mean?
I'm sick of our lass. She's doing me head in. Then when Ted scuttles her, how dare you scuttle our lass? I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
She's the love of my life.
You know what I mean? Cherish her and look after her, and she won't be looking at me. You know what I mean?
I thought cherish her was like your finishing move. When you're booking. Cherish her. And
cherish her. And then I rip my face off and I've got a skull head like in Mortal Kombat.
Is that what happens, Ted?
I think so,
I've never seen you at your finishing time.
No, you haven't, have you? But if you play your cards right, Mala, you can come back down to our dogging gatherings and you might be able to see me spunky face.
Well,
We're allowed to congregate.
That's been kicking off, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, there's been another article at Teesside Live where everyone's grassing, mind, you know what I mean?
Right.
Loads of grassing on Teesside Live. There was another article here, right? And it was doggers are descending on Teesside landmarks for horny hookups, right? Sex-hungry swingers meet at the spots, guided by directions listed on online site Swinging Heaven, which describes itself as the most popular community of UK swingers. Well, for starters, that's a lie because everyone knows the Thornaby Scuttlers and the Stockton Book Club are the two main dogging societies on Teesside, and we don't affiliate ourselves with Swinging Heaven because they charge a fee, you know what I mean? Whereas we just accept donations through the windscreen.
You're a big fan of free booking, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you want to know some of the sites that they're listing? And I'm just going to let you know, we don't go to any of these sites because it's where scruffy doggers go. Like the ones who just basically just want to watch and don't join in, which I think is selfish, you know what I mean? We've got... Durham Tees Valley Airport's a favourite for dogging, believe it or not. You know what I mean? Teesside Park and the Tees Barrage.
Teesside Park? Where the booking on Teesside Park?
Well, there's a load of empty units down there now, isn't there? You can probably break in.
I mean, that's just wrong, that, like, you know what I mean? He's me just going to the pictures again, you know what I mean? To watch something that just loads of bums going up and down.
You're right, though. It's not specific, is it? You could be like in like the produce aisle in Morrison's, and there's like everyone's watching someone getting a bukkake. You know what I mean? Spillage on aisle 5, Barbara. So, Cleveland police do not wish to comment on the locations reportedly used for such activities, but said officers were aware of several locations. Goes the way, I've got 3 coppers who come down to the Thornaby Scuttlers, and they get involved, you know what I mean? And it's quite nice to know you've got a little bit of police protection there as well if things kick off.
Police, they don't wrap up though to this, so they do.
No, they don't.
And isn't it funny that the coppers bring the poppers? I always wondered about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. And one of them really likes to get a bit racy with their truncheon. Yeah. It's a strange one. But yeah, I just wanted to put out there, it's not think to do with me. There are other dogging societies out there. They aren't as good. And, if you're not interested in joining the Thornaby Scuttlers or the Stockton Book Club, then by all means, reach out to me on my Facebook page and I will post you a membership application. Or Mallory will drop it round on his BMX.
Well, of course I will. And so, like, if you're a dead smart girl as well, I might give you a little test out, on the handlebars.
Can you do jogging on bicycles?
Well, of course you do. That's how they did it back in the day.
On a penny farthing?
Dangerous. That's why it was like a proper, like no one liked to do it because it was proper dangerous. If you fell from that, you could proper graze your knee.
Is that why on the bikes in the 80s used to have those foam wraps around the handlebars and on the main frame because you used to be able to scuttle people on it and it was a bit of a cushion?
Well, I did, right? I'm going to tell you, right, this is a bit behind the scenes here, but I'm going to let you know. Me, I was a connoisseur of the bike dogging scene, when it first started, right? And then bread clips you put on, right? That was how many birds you'd had. Like on your bike, right?
You spokey-talkies.
Spokey-talkies. So if you had like 10, that means you'd had 10 birds on there.
You called them your spokey-porkies, so didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. And stun pegs were so there could be 3 years. Do you know what I mean? You need some purchase for somebody else.
I know, but you must have looked a bit weird with your fucking stabilisers on,
I needed them. Have you seen the size of some of the lasses that I like?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, yeah, you know what I mean? You had one of them, like, Airwolf bikes as well, didn't you? That made all the sound effects, like, woo,
Well, that was to cover up all the morning. You know what I mean? Like, so no one thought it was just like, Malice playing with his bike, and I was just doing loads of fast booking, and then all of a sudden she'd just about come and I just press a button and it go.
They used to hear you coming up the road ringing your little bell going, here he is.
You don't be telling me my little bell. It's going
you used to go, ding, 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 here he is, the groper on the grifter. I used to have one of those racing bikes off the milk race, and that was for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? Used to buckle the wheel all the time. The amount of fucking lasses I used to try and give a croggy to or a backy.
That's why they first started doing, like, the first branched out into doing it, and they did. That's why they had 3-wheel trikes, to give you more support. And then they went with a sidecar, which was actually originally a bed for doing booking on, and then it just got crazy. Then, and you having that's why they call them choppers.
That's it's a very good point. That I remember the time. I think it was in the 80s where I once attempted dogging in a Sinclair C5, and that went horrifically wrong because, as you can imagine, it's just like. No, the Sinclair C5. He did invent the Commodore Sinclair as well, Clive Sinclair, but the Sinclair C5 was one of those. It was like your own little motorised sidecar. It was like, like a toboggan.
I know the one well,
Yeah, but you could only get one person in. It's not perfect for scuttling, you know what I mean? And
that was more of a mobile wanking booth, though, wasn't it, I think?
It was more from the spectating element of dogging that I used to use it for, because for starters, it hid me modesty underneath, and I was just at the optimum height to peek in as well. So,
well, I used to love her, me peeking. She was class.
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, she was from Berwick Hills and of no foreign ethnicity at all. It was just a weird name, wasn't it?
I think she could piss the highest out of all the girls.
Yeah. You know what? It's a very special moment when you see a girl actually, do a wee into the air It is very special,
glorious.
isn't it? Like sprinkler. Oh, I get Julia on the lawn all the time, you know what I mean?
Well, I just feed her enough baby sham and off she goes.
Yeah, don't give her eggnog though, because sometimes she will soil unannounced.
We're talking about bikes, right? That's why, right? Think about a big chopper, right? And think about where you put your hands on that bike. It's up that perfectly for having hold of a bird's legs either side, and your head's in the right position. That was how the first designed that bike.
That's
I saw
why the
someone
chopper
doing
was
that, and I'm like,
called
well,
that. Yeah. The BMX was an acronym for Big Man Xylophone, which bears no resemblance to why I've just said that at all. I just thought it was funny.
I thought it was originally for Bike Manoeuvres X, you know, like a dirty porn channel. Yeah, like an X-rated bike.
That was it. Well done, Mallet. I'll let it my bit out and use your joke. Yeah, there we go.
That's what you usually do in the pornos. Right, that's it. I'll let it muddle out and use my bit in there.
Yeah. I come across better than you on camera. Never meant to say that, but it worked. Oh, bloody hell. Isn't it fun, this podcast?
Well,
listen, we have to talk about, and I know you might not want to because you are one of them royal arseholes, but old Philip, he's up there, isn't he?
I'm going to tell you now, podcasters, I'm not going to say nothing bad about Phil. He's a lovely man, and he was alive a long time, and you know what I mean? We don't have many, goes back into our past, do we, in this country, and the lad's been around forever, and he's been looking after the Queen. Do you know what I mean? So I think he's cool, and I'm not going to say no bad.
And I agree with that, even though I am not a big fan of the royal family, but I don't despise them. I'm just not a royalist because, I don't know, you know what I mean? They just told me heads in.
Ted, I think it's a bit bad, right, to be honest, because, right, that lad, I know he's a royal family and that. Some people don't like that, and that's all right, you know what I mean? That's up to them. But, if someone's granddad, which he is, and great-granddad dies at 99, people shouldn't be horrible about it, should they?
No, it's very true. You know what I mean? It's again, it's just somebody's elderly relative, isn't it, who's passed away?
Well,
I feel sorry for all them little lizards he's left behind. I'm only joking. He's not really a reptilian overlord. That's just a rumour. But it's just, I'd be gutted me that I didn't get to 100. 99.
Well,
you know what I mean? I'd be a bit disappointed.
All he's going to get right is a letter off the Queen, which is his missus anyway, which he got every year because it's a birthday card. So you know what I mean? He wasn't waiting for out special, really.
True, yeah. He could probably say, I don't have to wait till I'm 100 to get a birthday card off the Queen. I get one every year.
I know. Yeah, and it's done us a favour because they've cancelled Borough QPR next week. So we're not going to get on it again.
Yeah. I'm annoyed, though. I'm annoyed that, nearly all of the TV channels cancelled everything. And it was all like, we need to, Nicholas Witchell had a funk on for about 3 days just talking about the royal family. I mean, what's it going to be like when, God rest her soul, the Queen passes away? They're just going to stop everything.
She is still mint, so she'll be gone for a while now. But, they did stop everything. But I tell you what, I learned some good stuff about Phil. I thought he was class. He was a proper sailor in that, wasn't he? And he fought in all the wars and that. He's mint. But, what would we have been watching anyway? Hollyoaks.
Well, yeah.
Very much.
I'm just disappointed that he was known as Phil the Greek, but I wanted him to talk like, hello, peeps. Hello, your majesty. Yeah, see, come with me now and let's go out and get some women. That was Mexican, wasn't it? I always got him wrong.
Dave's a Mexican, that is, you're talking
about. I'm crap with accents, man, you know what I mean? So...
Yeah, right. Speaking about that, though, right? You know what I've been getting really knocked off with recently? Because I have Teesside, and apparently we can get knocked out of about everything, can we? As we were saying, you know what I mean? Right? They keep on doing adverts on the radio, right? And it's doing me nothing. And it's like, you know, we are Teesside, we are proud, which have stolen directly from me, by the way, and we're not
Of course
happy,
they have.
right? And I'm like, we are Teesside and we are proud. Not to say that, but there's something like that. And we love Palmos just as much as you love Palmos. And we have put our effort into making these Palmos so they're wicked, right? And they're talking like that, and I'm thinking, well, I don't love Palmos. So what you're saying to me is you don't love Palmos because you said you love them just as much as me. So if I go to your shop, are you going to be serving shit Palmos? Because that's what you're saying. That's no sort of advert. That's like saying, you know what I mean? Well, we love cock just as much as you love cock. Well, I don't like cock. So obviously they don't like cock. So what they're trying to say to us, don't go on the radio if you're selling a shit product.
It's a good point, that, yeah, it really is. It's like going to a lesbian book club and offering penis, isn't it? Nobody wants it.
Nobody wants it, but they want to use stuff that looks exactly like it, but it's just not attached to a man.
That's correct, yes.
Well,
that's erect.
It's erect.
Yeah, it's just a little play on words, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've had to watch loads of reruns of TV shows because I couldn't watch anything at all. There was absolutely nothing on, and you'd never guess what I came across on one of the retro channels.
It wasn't Weekend at Bernie's, was it? Because I'm telling you, you were just watching the royal stuff then again. No.
I came across an old episode of Funhouse. Remember that with Pat Sharpe? Yeah. It was only the episode that them two bloody Offshore Boys were on.
Oh, well, that's mint. They've even took that off YouTube, you know, because it was too controversial.
Yeah. Well, here it is.
It's wacky, it's fun, it's crazy, it's outrageous. Funhouse, a whole lot of fun, prizes to be won.
It's a real crazy show where anything will go.
Funhouse, quiz, it's a race, real wacky place.
Use your body and your brain.
If you want to play the game.
It's time for Funhouse. Wacky contestants, messy games, the Fun Car Grand Prix race, and a crazy chase to win lots of prizes. Now here's the guy who puts the fun into Funhouse, Pat Sharpe.
Bouncy. Oh. It's okay. I've survived. Here's the Funhouse. And they're just as bad at that as I am, but they haven't got a pogo stick to prove it. Melanie and Martina. And we have some contestants for you today. Do we have some contestants for you? Oh, we do. Good, we got some. Good. Here they come. Bring them on! I'm ever so pleased we've got some contestants, because this show is just rubbish without them, I tell you. Because Melanie and Martina and me have to go through all the guns, and we don't like it, do we?
No. Yes.
We do?
Yeah.
OK. Who you have?
This is Nicola and Stephen from Slough, and they both attend the Beechwood Secondary School. Yeah!
So keen. Look at that. Give me that year again. Come on. I'm afraid you're too keen. You'll have to be replaced by someone dull.
Oh.
No, you're fantastic. Keep it up. What about the Reds? Are they as good?
Yeah, of course they are. This is Jennifer and this is Chris, and they're from Manchester, and they attend the Broad Oak High School.
No, you got that wrong, Sharpe. No, yeah, me two bands were meant to be on the show, but I've sent them off on a job, you know what I mean, a gubby job down in town and that, and me and Barry are going to do it, aren't we, mate?
Do you know what I mean? We're going to do this, aren't we? Because, you know what I mean, spent a lot of money for this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we thought, well, you know what I mean? It's just like having a big jungle gym in it, and we like that sort of stuff, don't we? I mean, he's
jungle.
He's banned out of the pavilion. Do you know what I mean? In Thornaby, because it kicks off, don't you, son?
I did a spunk on a soft play. You know what I mean?
It's going to be a tough decision. We're going to have to play some games to find out who's the best. Good luck to all our contestants on the Funhouse today.
Oh, Doyle. Yeah, I haven't seen you for ages, have I? You know what I mean? And you, yeah, Barry, you remember them?
Hey, what were them girls' names there? Do you remember, Piper?
Yeah, well, Melanie and Martina, you know what I mean? Remember I had the old Scottle with them both, the old twin bag.
Well, that was when they were working back in Angels back in the day, you know what I mean, before they got
you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? She was called Martini because she went down easy, do you know what I mean?
It used to be named after her, didn't it? Martinis, and then she got her sister a job there. I mean, I'll be honest, like, one of them is significantly better attractive than the other one, like, you know what I mean?
That's why that was original name in Angels was Porn Star Martini, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I can't. I'm gonna get smashed into them later on, guaranteed. You know what I mean?
Well,
Something fishy going on here. Let's go and have a look over there.
Anyway, listen, Pat, that's a beautiful name. Do you know what I mean, me dear? I mean, like, you're obviously a beautiful looking thing. Look, there's the twins, and like they're obviously going to be with a lad later on. But do you know what I mean? Hang on. I like a fine, looking sturdy woman like yourself. You know what I mean? With that lovely mane of hair. You know, like well. Do you know what I mean?
Fella.
Yeah. Well, like listen, it's not Bella. That's that's Italian word for woman, isn't it? You know what I mean, Bella? Well,
that's not a lass.
Yeah. Well, no. Listen. It's not a lass. I know that. It's packing. Well, do you know what I mean? There's many Breitlands you could be wearing if you take one off. Up the wrong one.
Pat, you're going to get bummed, you mate.
Well, don't be calling a lady mate, isn't it, Patricia?
Well.
I don't know. There we go. Well, that's what it's all about. No, have a close look. Look, it's all fish, even though they're funhouse fish, and one real one stuck in the middle.
He's calling his cock and balls fish, man.
Seems pretty fair and square. Boys, your question, you've done absolutely nothing yet. You've been standing there like lemons. So here we go. Danny DeVito played the part of which villain in the film Batman Returns? Make a guess.
Penguin, you prick.
Thank you, Reds. Could it?
Don't look Batman me like that.
You guys are going into the funhouse.
Look, the prizes look classy, you know, right, Barry? Fucking hell.
Well, do you know what I mean? I wonder what that luxury watch, you know what I mean? It's better be a Breitland. That's all.
Yeah, do you want to go first then? You go first.
Well,
and then
usually the boy goes first and I go second, you know what I mean? Like when we're ever doing a brass, that's the order, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go first then, yeah.
I'm usually, I'm offshore, I'm a gentleman, and I let the boy go first. He eats his dinner first and I have what's left over, you know what I mean?
Here's the scraps.
Well, do you know what I mean? Proper man, do you know what I mean? You let your underlings go first, you know what I mean, while you stand guard.
I'm not on.
Well, and then you go behind. Well.
On your marks, get set. Let's have a finger-licking party. Go!
Go! I'm ready. Go, Pablo!
Just box him out the way, do you know what I mean?
Get out the way, you fucking bastard!
Elbow drop it, so go on, well.
Get in there. Yeah, I'm going to go down. Can I take my tab in here? Can I take my tab in?
Can he pop them balls, Pat, with that tab? Because, God, just use your tab.
I'm flicking in the ball pool now. I'm getting in, I'm going in the tunnel.
Well, Pat, if he loses his right leg, you know what I mean, that'll cost you a fair penny to replace.
Right, I'm going to come down the slide, Barry. Get ready. Right, take it in. You're off.
Pull your shorts up, lads. You've got no pants on.
Get that flag up there.
Move out the way. Right, I'm not jumping through there, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't even got my harness on, do you know what I mean? I've got my level 3 mind, that's not safe. Has anyone done a risk assessment for this? Well,
Barry, why have you got some rock ports on, man, and a soft blade?
Well, you never know. Like, sometimes some burns will jump at your legs and you've got to be able to kick them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You get yourself, go climb up that net, climb up the net.
Well, I'm just going to have a break here. Do you know what I mean? This is like, I need a little break on the top here.
Barry, you can't. Come on, you've got to get back in, mate. Quick, grab them 3 envelopes there, quick.
Well, these are a bit light here. Right, what am I doing now, kid?
Right, here they go,
Come on down. Fantastic. The way you did that, you got that one at the very end there, snuck back in. We've got ourselves the badminton kit each. I say ourselves. They are for you, but, I'm willing to share.
What badminton kit?
Well, you'll be getting a badminton kit, do you know what I mean? If there's any more of that crap. But where's the money, you know what I mean? We're offshore, mind.
We also got the electronic book each.
We're not even a Kindle book.
No, I think he's talking about electronic prostitute. He said an electronic
Yeah,
So,
one
is
of
it
them
a
each.
robot prostitute that we're doing here, Pat? Or like, you know what I mean? Is it just a subscription to fans only?
I'm not bothered me, like.
Well, we'll have it.
The personal stereo sets.
Fucking Walkman, Barry!
Well, you know what I mean?
Fucking
Never
hell.
been offshore, kid. Well,
Fucking hell, man.
The ultimate art sets.
but arse.
Fucking, what are we going to do with that? Then, oh, lass.
That's just doing squats and that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I think you have to put that brush between your ass cheeks and bend down.
Ah, well, yeah, like in Titanic.
The pen sets.
What?
Fuck, pen set, he said. The pen set?
Well-
Who used the pen since court?
Well, yeah, kid, do you know what I mean? These better be getting up there. I mean, me and him are offshore, you know what I mean? We're quality. It's all about Brightlands and Range Rovers, you know what I mean? Wouldn't get out of bed for less than 80 grand a year, you know what I mean?
I mean, 2 on 2 off, like, you know what I mean?
3 on 3 off mine, well.
The fashion watch. No set.
Well, now we're fucking talking, you know what I mean, buddy?
Yeah, unless this is a Brightland, you know what I mean? There's going to be some violence back here.
Yeah, you know, there'll be a break. I don't want them fucking Casio calculator watches, you long-haired twat.
Mystery prize is.
Oh, well, this is going to be another book on that bird from Butter again, and it's, do you know what I mean? We've been
It might
strong
be,
with this before.
I think it might be a three-way with the twins again, you know what I mean?
Well, it isn't. I know what this is a bonus ball, and it's the mystery prize.
You're running a bonus ball, Pat. Pat's running a bonus ball class,
Well,
you know what I
could be
mean?
an 8 ball. Well, are you knocking it out like Pat? We off to your kitchen.
The bowling bash. All right.
Fucking ball. There's an 8 ball in here, bowling bash.
Oh, well. Hey, this is why they call this a fun house, do you know what I mean? Where's the kitchen, kid? Away. Well, let's get you and the twins back there, Pat. I mean, me and you will make an acquaintance, because I do like a lovely woman that looks a bit like a bloke, you know what I mean? Well.
Does, like, yeah, it's always with our mum.
Well.
Trendy trainers. That's what you want.
Hey, yeah, Pat, there better be fucking British Knights or Troop, or you're getting a bat.
Well.
The bungee headphones.
Headphones? Fucking
headphones, as he just said then.
Fucking headphones? What? Plug into our fucking Walkman?
Well, yeah, I tell you what, this has not been worth it at all. Even the kids would be kicking off here. They'd be giving you a bat, you know what I mean?
Not happy. You meant to grab all. There's a computer in there, you didn't grab it.
Well, I'm going to go back and take it all, Anna, you know what I mean? We're just going to...
What's that last one now, Pat?
And the game selection. Well,
fucking
don't give a round of
applause.
applause.
You know what I mean? I only fucking row and I'm doing Melanie and Martina.
I think you're reading this wrong, Pibo. Like, it said game selection. Now, they're game and we can select them birds, you know what I mean? Well, that's what it means. This is Fun House, do you know what I mean? Let's get in there. Let's have a whole lot of fun with some prizes to be won.
Oh, lot of fun. Take the twins up the bum.
Well, oh, then, Pat, get in that kitchen. Where there? Let's start that 8 ball going. Come on.
Oh, hang on. What's this?
Good news is, today we heard the power prize sound in the crawler tube. So come on, Mel, bring it on.
Yo, I think we've got to answer a question to win these prizes. I thought they were ours.
Who's in the middle of this? My show.
Right.
9th.
Name 3 months of the year beginning with J.
Oh, fucking hell, it's a tough one, this, buddy. You do more calendar shifts offshore than me, like.
Well, do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, jungler, that's probably one of them. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, that's the season when everyone's into jungle. Do you know what I mean? Offshore.
Yeah, jungle month.
Jungle month. There's got to be a jungle month. It's probably, you know, when your lass doesn't shave herself.
Yeah,
Gets
yeah,
a bit jungly down there, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah. Oh no, I think he means like. I think he means like January, June, July. Ah!
Oh, and here's the bad news. You weren't happy enough. We're taking away your prize. No, I'm just kidding.
We've won.
Well,
we have more Funhouse winners on the biggest giveaway show on CITV. See you soon.
Oh, guys, do it. Here, come here, Melanie, Martin, come here, toe in the pink, one in the... Buddy, you take the prizes all off the hotel with these two.
well, I'm going to come here, Pat. Do you know what I mean? Luckily...
Come on, leave him with a... He's got a bum, Pat.
Let's find ourselves to the Funhouse kitchen. Well...
Yeah. right, man, where you going? You look like you're getting all done up. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, right, seeing as though it's like end of lockdown, people are going to pubs and that, I'm going to go down Teesside Park and see if I can spot anyone booking. So I'm going to try the car park at Toys R Us, which is now shut. Right, all right, Ted.
Yeah, what you doing? You going on that BMX out there?
Aye. Have a look.
Have you sellotaped a fucking wet wipe ball to do it there?
Well, aye, because, like, you know what I mean? You can clean yourself up and it's good for coronavirus.
And if your chain comes off, there you go. You're getting the oil off your fingers straight away, aren't you?
Well, aye. Yeah, so I'm off anyway, Ted. Hopefully I won't be back for a while. I'll see you later. See you later, podcasters.
Yeah, see you, Mala. Oh, Mala, they're off down Teesside Park to get fired into some doggers, you know what I mean? I hope his tyres don't go flat, because that bike is shite, you know what I mean? But, it's the taking part that counts, and when he gets there, it'll be fresh on the scuttle, no doubt about it, you know what I mean? Right, so that concludes this week's episode of TED Talks, TED Hanky Podcast. It's proper class, you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing that voice. I enjoyed that, a little bit of Pat Sharpe fun and smashing them twins, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Please share the TED Hanky Podcast. I'm doing my professional bit now. Please share the TED Hanky Podcast so I can gain more followers and therefore steal all your identities. You know, I won't really. But thanks very much. Yeah, do share it about. Big thank you to Showcase Comedy, Butterfan TV, Last Off to Edinburgh, and the George Pub and Grill in Stockton for sponsoring the show. We've only got a few more episodes left until we hit the grand 100. The plan is our Thursday shows that we do live on Facebook. The last few of them will be cut down and edited as audio podcasts as well, in order for us to hit the 100 in light of our special announcement, which I'm going to give you now, fresh into your ears. That's right. We, me and Mala, we are going to be launching a new online live podcast. It's going to be on Facebook and YouTube. The date TBC, but it is all about the European Football Championships that are pending. So it's probably going to be out a few weeks before they start. I think they start on June the 11th, so probably going to start like end of May time. And give it a follow on Facebook now, because the page is now live and it's called What a Worldie Podcast. That's right. What a worldie. Like, you know, you score a worldie, or you save a worldie, or you see a lass and go, oh, she's fucking worldie, yeah. Or a lad. You know what I mean? So please give it a follow. There's a separate page on there. We're going to be building it up over the coming weeks and stuff like that. It's going to be proper class. It's going to be like fantasy football meets TFI Friday. So it's going to be class. Going to be like, I don't know, 45-minute show, maybe an hour top, something like that. Loads of guests, special features. It's going to be filmed live in a pub with me and Mala together, not just on that shitty Zoom stuff what you see on a Thursday. So it's going to be worth tuning in for. We might have prizes, we might have live music, we might have flange. I don't know yet. We've not really thought about it. We just came up with the name. But yeah, so join the Facebook page. It's if you go on the TED Hanky page, I'll share it on there as well. It's going to be proper class. So there you go. So yeah, you know what I mean? Things are looking up. Pubs are open. Everything's proper class. So enjoy yourself. Look after yourself. Look after your lass and lad, otherwise I will be stealing them from you with my penetration pulse. Yeah. Okay, right, what to say now? Not much, but up the butter and believe.